Hey, Humira. Thank you again for agreeing to take this interview for Ammo. Could you please introduce yourself and your company?
Yeah, so I'm Premier. I'm the founder of Walzay, which is a talent marketplace for hiring.
Sweet. So what was the problem that you guys had before you found us?
So we just basically had a very simple landing page. It was just we were more focused on the back end, so it's just like kind of animations, very antiquated or old school, look kind of cheap depending on like what we were selling. It didn't have like all the we wanted to build this like very futuristic look, and like the design was just not giving that look.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, why did you guys ultimately decide to work with Ammo?
So I found you guys and looked through your portfolio, and I really liked your work, and I thought it kind of fit the theme that I wanted to do in terms of like the animations and the flow, and spoke to you guys, and you guys really understood what I wanted to build, like my vision. So I thought that it would be a good fit.
Yeah, I mean, how did it feel to actually finally get that project off the ground?
It was good. I mean, it's something that it's kind of like the first impression when companies and candidates would come in and see our website. So like it's something that we've been putting off, but was probably our most important thing, especially because we are selling to engineers. So like they first see like a site doesn't seem trustworthy or like that legit. So it was good. I mean, like we started getting a lot more users sign up, like go through the whole process. They stopped falling off as soon as they clicked on the link. So it was good.
Yeah, and so how exactly did you find us?
So it was Twitter, to be honest, or like kind of a referral. Like I had a friend, and so I would see like the name, and then I think I knew about you guys for a while before I even knew that I needed the service. So then I just like remembered I was like I had to like recheck my Twitter pages to see like what was the company that I saw, and like I remember seeing some of your work, and I looked up the name and I clicked on and then reached out and like asked. I think it was like in a Twitter DM, and just like, hey, I'm doing this. Like, can you guys help?
Yeah, wow. That's pretty I would say like a unique way of, finding a company to work with. And we do get quite a few inquiries from Twitter, right? I feel like most of us are just, from like the internet and people just finding or being referred to us, but that's really cool. I think a lot of more companies should probably utilize Twitter. I feel like there's a lot of good talent on there. Um, were there any hesitations that you guys had before working with us, or was there anything like kind of close to stopping you from actually working with us?
No, I mean, like just like any founder, I feel like we kind of have to always maintain our budget and see what works, like see what's priority. Like, do we need the landing page over this? Because there's always just like a ton of problems that you get every single day. Like you wake up and it's just like a whole new list of things to do. So it's just like that's why we have been putting it off so long. But then it was kind of like it is the first impression. So we're like, do that, but also like the time, like we would have to come up, like, kind of work together to figure out like what we need to do for it. Like, and is it the right thing. Like, every time we see something that inspires us, like we want to change like our theme and our branding. So it's kind of just like that. But we did, so once we decided to kick it off, we did speak to like two, three other companies as well, or maybe like, yeah, at least like four other companies to see like which one we want to work with. Cause like I said, we used to really like feel that the person understands what we want to build and like understands exactly like what we're looking for. Because it is like one of those experiences that, it's like you're designing something that's like kind of your entire product, right? It's like your whole life. So you want to make sure the person really understands like what your vision is.
Yeah, no, completely understand. And so, did we end up doing a good job resolving that for you guys? And like, what would you say is like probably your favorite part about the project in terms of like your site? What do you like the most?
So yeah, I mean, like we had the first calls, it was very structured and organized. So like that's one thing that I really liked. It was like the first call was this, the kickoff call, like cutting in understanding of what I want. Second call was like just kind of like laying out everything in the foundation and like actually giving me some like design inspirations and stuff like that. And then I would like approve. And everything was very structured. And yeah, I mean, like it was definitely resolved. Like I really do like the flow of everything, like the way that like I said I want it to look kind of like sand and flows into like darks, like the flow is very smooth. The images, we also did like some 3D animations. Like I just wanted to be like very futuristic and out there and
Yeah,
like look super ambitious. So I think it definitely hit that mark.
great. And so, who or what companies would you recommend Ammo Studio to?
Like companies to recommend you guys to.
Like, what type of?
Mm, I would say like maybe it's just like the same thing, right? Like companies that are like from pre-seed to seed, or like seed companies that like now are just kind of thinking about this. Because I think like at the beginning, you're just kind of like you're trying to get product market fit. You're trying to see if you have any funding or budget, or like trying to make anything work, or like kind of just building that like back end side to like actually get something flowing. Like I feel like we do design something, but it's not like our ultimate vision. We just kind of like throw something out. But like once we get to a stage where like, okay, we have users, we have all people logging in, then we start thinking about like the design and the vision and really wanting to use our vision. So I would say like any company that like say just raised a seed round or pre-seed, and now they can start thinking about like the design aspect over like the back end stuff. I think that's a good target, because that was like the stage you were at, where at the beginning it's like there's no point of working on this if like nobody really wants to even use this kind of product. But once we had enough users and we're like getting good feedback, then it was like a good time. And we also like figured out like this is what users would actually want to see as well.
Yeah, no, that's great. Well, Humira, well, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. And I'm looking forward to many more projects with you and your team.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.